ṣe bọ́lọ̀ ń gọ̀ ni. Ọba tí dání tá tí dúró tì ní.
Good morning and welcome back to
Aláwùrà bí
Media.
tí dúró tì ní gbẹ̀rù bá
It is
fẹ́
Sunday
wọ̀.
morning and I know you are preparing to get out to go to church if you are the ones that used to go to church. But if you are the one that don't really value to go to church, this information is also for you and everybody on this channel. Please, I want you to settle down before you go to church and listen to the story of this man that I got from the Facebook. It really touched me when he narrated what happened to his brother through the handwork of somebody they respected or people they call pastor or through church. The brother actually is a church person, is a believer, a Christian that never misses church, that loves to go to church. Anything they talk about church is always very involved. He wants to see the mission of Jesus Christ moved forward through his hand. But unfortunately, mindset are not the same. This guy really wants to worship God, while those people he wants to worship God through them or wants to gather together with, so that he will be able to fulfill the requirement sets for himself to worship his God and see, the way he can please, the community, please God, please himself, and, show value in the society. I guess he has a clean mind, or he had a clean mind. But the story is not the same thing with everybody gathering together in a group in terms of with the mind of saying they want to worship God together. The unfortunate happened to this guy. It happens to this man and his family. And basically, like the narrator put it, that is the brother of the deceased, that Nigerian has actually happened to the man. People happen to people. Then Nigeria eventually came up with its own through the justice and the legal system in Nigeria. Things were muddled up after the death of this guy, despite all the investigation, personal investigation done by the family of this deceased man. It's quite unfortunate. This story being narrated happened in Cross River State. From Cross River State down to Lagos, and from Lagos back to Cross River State. I'm using this medium also to appeal to anybody that has connection, that we be able to help this family out, because they've reached the end of the road. Reading through the comments, I learned that majority of those people commenting are asking the narrator, who happened to be the brother of the deceased, to take the case to VDM. You see, it's such a painful things for me to listen to when they say they take the case to VDM. VDM is doing its best to rid the society of all these ills. But VDM is an individual. What happened to it's quite unfortunate. Just reason it with me, because VDM is not the police, it's not the justice system, it's an individual, a Nigerian, trying to rid Nigeria of all this nonsense. But now you withdraw the case from the police and the court. And people are now asking him to take it back to VDM, so that VDM can now push the case forward for them. It's a very good thing to take it to VDM if justice is going to be achieved. But let us see and let us know within ourselves not to support evil, because now, if you see evil happening in this society of yours and you are supporting evil, don't forget that this thing also could happen to you at any time. So if it happens to you, who is going to support you as well? We should also come together and stay on the right side of the law, stay on the right side, on the good thing that will definitely benefit the society. If they say police is corrupt, we all know that the police is corrupt. We all know that the judiciary is corrupt. Who are you now to come up and start to defend all these people? Now, if the same thing, exact thing happened to you, who is going to defend you? If we corrupt everything, if we destroy everything. But I want you to just settle down and watch this video. And when you go to church, be careful when you are there. Look around yourself. Take care of yourself up there in the church. Pray to God not to let Nigeria happen to you. Let's watch.
It's well, Princewill. Nigeria happened to you. Cross River State happened to you. Ecom 2 happened to you. My name is Ernest Onyeka. I'm from Anambra State. So the person whose picture is on the screen there is Princewill Ikenna, is my elder brother. So we reside in Ikom in Cross River State. That's where we reside. So on the 4th of September 2023, this my elder brother went to cut his hair. That was on Saturday. He went to cut his hair, and that was the last time we saw my brother alive. So preparing for church on Sunday, we didn't see my brother. We were not staying in the same house, so we didn't see him in church on Sunday. So Momsi was curious because Princewill is a guy that will not miss church for anything. We are the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So before church service was over, my mom has gone to his own place to ask about him. When she got there, the neighbors were like, Prince, you no sleep for house. So my mom became very curious. Prince, you no sleep for house. She came back to church. She told us. So after service, we went to the police station, Ikom police station, to make a report that. So when we got there and make the report, they were like, we should wait for 24 hours. And we said, okay, that means we're coming back the next day, Monday. On Monday before 12 o'clock, by 11 so, my dad received a call that he should come to grass field and identify one corpse. So my dad alerted me, my dad and my other brother, we left without trying to hide it from my mom. So when we got to grass field, lo and behold, that's my brother corpse lying on the floor with 3 bullet wounds on the head. That's the video of this corpse there. Blood everywhere. What would have happened? His car was snatched from him. He's using a Lexus 350 Jeep. Yes, that's the car. The car was snatched from him. Everywhere was thrown into chaos. Everybody was surprised. What would have happened? What would have gone wrong? We came back home trying to hide it from my mom, but mom says, mother, she already knew. So while in the midst of all this, so I went to his house to check on some of his documents, maybe the insurance or something. So when I got to his house, as God will have it, I saw a tracking company of the car and the phone number. So I called the tracking company. I explained to the guy what happened, and the guy was like, let me give him 30 minutes, he'll get back to me. So less than 30 minutes time, the guy called me, said he has tracked the car is in Lagos. So I was like, no, Baba, this thing happened in Ikom, Cross River State. Less than how many hours? The car cannot be in Lagos. The guy said, yes, if we doubt, more come Lagos, that the device is showing him Lagos. That's how that evening, me and one of my uncle, we sojourned to Lagos. We arrived Lagos the next day. So I called this guy, the tracker guy. I said, Baba, we are in Lagos. So he said, okay. He told me where I'll meet him. So we met up with him. That's how the guy took me to where my brother's car is. The car was in the Panabita shop. They were changing the color of the car and everything. That's the video of the car. The stars, the states we met the car. They were changing everything. We alerted the police in Meron police station, Lagos. So one Inspector Mata and her team followed us to the Panabita shop. When we got to the Panabita shop, they arrested the Panabita. The Panabita said, now what can they do? So it was one pastor that gave him the car. One pastor, Peter Uchenna, that gave him the car. That's the picture of the pastor there. So the police told him how to call the pastor. So he called the pastor came. Police arrested the pastor. We went down to Meron police station. So when we got to the police station, they asked the pastor, who gave you this car? The pastor said the car and a car gift from one of the church members for Lagos here. And they were like, car gift? Okay, call the member of the member. The pastor was like, they collect plenty car gift too. He cannot remember which of the member gave him this car. The Inspector Mata self was like, even if you be president of Nigeria, they give you car gift, you go remember who give you the car. The guy said he cannot remember. And they were like, the owner of this car was shot in Ikom, Cross River State. This Pastor Peter, whose picture is on the screen, said he has not been to Ikom, Cross River State before all his life. They said, okay. They invited the wife. The wife got to the police station. In our present, they were like asking the wife, say, on the 4th of September, where your husband is? The wife was like, my husband go Ikom to go preach. Now what my husband tell me? When the two stories did not add up, so my uncle went to Pansi, Lagos. Reported the matter there. The commissioner of police then, one Mr. Abiodun, now alerted Meron police that they should bring the matter back to, bring the man to Panti. So when they brought the man to Panti on interrogation, the man now said yes, that on the 4th of September, actually he was in Ecom, one pastor, Kingsley, this man on the screen, invited him for a program. Then after the program, him, this pastor, Kingsley, and 2 other guys accosted my brother. That he was there when my brother was killed, but not being killed. He called this guy, he said Elvis in Tui, this Elvis, which pictures on the screen. He said it was this Elvis that shot my brother with one other guy he called Barry. He said it was this Elvis that shot him, this Elvis that shot my brother. Then they gave him the car to take to Lagos. That he was the one that drove the car from Ecom to Lagos that night. So after all said and done, the Commissioner of Police said the matter should be brought back to Cross River State for trials. So Zone 6, Calabar was alerted. Then one DSP, Ibe, Dennis, came down, brought the man from Lagos to Cross River State. We got to Cross River State. The police demanded that the operation should be done on my brother corpse. The 3 bullets should be removed and given to them and all that, of which she did. That's the picture of where they did the operation, where we removed the bullets. That's the picture where they shot him 3 bullets. So we did the operation. We got to Cross River State. This Inspector Dennis was like, this one a small case, since we have gotten the pastor, other people will be brought back to book. After we came back to Cross River State, this matter was charged to court. We got to the court, the matter was charged to Ecom Court 2. We got to court, and it was Judge Eshwa Ewa that was presiding over the matter. This Judge Eshwa Ewa. We got to the court after the first hearing, the second hearing, and the third hearing. They set a date for the third hearing. Before that set date, they called our lawyer that there is a change of date. And the lawyer was like, change of date? 2 days before court, they are giving me change of date notice that it's impromptu, he cannot make it. Before that change of date issue, that's how this Judge Eshwa Ewa released this Pastor Peter Uchenna and one other pastor that was caught with him on health ground. He said the pastor was not feeling fine. That's why they discharged the pastor on health ground. That same week they discharged this pastor, I sent someone to his church in Lagos. That's the video the person made for me. That the man was in church preaching. That's the video. The man was in church preaching. That video released this man claiming that it was on health ground. Since then, it has been from one story to another. One time they said the judge went for 6-month leave. This Judge Eshwa Ewa was the one that released Uchenna Peters on health ground. Say they bail him on health ground. It's been over 2 years now. We will not be able to get justice on this case. Please, we are writing to everybody to know what happened to Princewill and how this case has been going. We are calling on Nigeria government. We are calling on Cross River State, the governor of Cross River State, Professor Basin 2. We are calling on Cross River State government to look at what happened in Cross River State, and judiciary in Cross River State have not given us justice. We are calling on the Attorney General of Cross River State, Mr. Charles. This is what happened in Cross River State, and Cross River State judiciary have not given us justice. We are calling on the Chief Justice of Cross River State, my Lordship Akon. This is what happened in Cross River State. This is what happened in your state, and we have not been able to get justice. Over 2 years now, and this man is working freely. This Elvis in Tui, the pictures on the screen, is working freely. His family is in Cross River there. They are working freely. And these are people that murdered my brother, and the court let them go on, say, health ground. Since then, we have not been able to get justice. Please, Cross River State government, we are calling on Cross River State government. We need justice for Princewill. We need justice for Princewill. Attorney General of the State, Chief Justice of the State, Cross River State Governor, we need justice for Princewill. We need justice for my brother. Yes, today it might be Princewill, tomorrow it could be anybody. These men are parading themselves as pastors and they are killers. We need justice for Princewill.
Thank you for watching. This is Chokitable Media. Please share this video to get to those people that you know are in power that will be able to help this family out of their predicament. Even if it is CDM, if it is Somoleyele Showore, if it is Dele Farotimi, if it's anybody that you know has the the mouth, the clout to be able to push the case forward, please do it. Be your brother's keeper. Let justice be served. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, and like.
Wọ́n ṣe bọ́lọ̀ ń gọ̀ ni. Ọba tí dání tán ti dúró ti ni. Aláwùrà bí ti dúró ti ní gbẹ̀rù bá fẹ́ wọ́.